What is up, everybody? Long time no see, no hear. I'm really excited, and I just wanted to go ahead and do a video. You will need to disable restricted mode. What does that mean? I don't know what restricted mode means. Hold on, guys. I'm having some difficulties trying to get my live to work. Hold on.
It might just be my iPad.
Let me see. Because I'm not sure. Let's go to my channel and see just to make sure. Yeah, I'm live. All right. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry about that. What's up, Hassan? My 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 wife done sold me a JoJo. I apologize because she can't see what's going on her iPad. All right, guys. So hope you guys have been doing well. I've been doing pretty well myself, just kind of hanging in there, and had a lot going on in life. But I've got a really awesome figure that I want to talk to you guys about tonight. This came in today. At the top, you can see that it says Neca, and if you are keen-eyed enough, you can see that this is the quarter scale Halloween Michael Myers that was just dropped by Neca. I was able to get it really quickly, and they shipped it really quickly. So I just wanted to unbox it and share my initial thoughts with you all. So I'm really excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and move from behind the camera, and we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. So again, this figure came today really out of the blue. It comes in the standard quarter scale NECA packaging. I've got a lot of quarter scale figures. You can see some behind you. So I've had these before. I really like NECA's quarter scale offerings. I think they do a really good job with them personally. But some people have had some QC control issues, some quality control issues where they've had legs break and other things. And one of the legs on one of my Jason figures broke, the newest one that I got, and I was bummed out. But I just glued it together because these really are statues. A lot of people aren't going to be trying to pose these around. I was in the forums the other day on Instagram, and somebody was talking about NECA needs to make their figures stronger because they do break easy. And while that is true, there's also, the realization that these aren't meant to really be played with or handled like super crazy. They're meant to be enjoyed and just kind of looked at. All right, so let me fix the camera a little bit so we can go in and give y'all a little bit more detail here. And that's good for right now. So, all right, guys, this is him. So you guys have seen this Michael Myers before. This is from the new movie that's just come out. This is the box. So right up front, you see that it has Halloween there. You've got the face from the box art from the DVD. You've got Michael front and center. On the side, you've got, looks just like the DVD cover, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. And it says Halloween there. Miramax up top. You've got where it says Halloween and NECA. Same thing on the opposite side. And on the back, here's what you get is a picture of Michael, Halloween. And at the very bottom there, it says includes knife, hammer, victim head, and interchangeable hand. And just up top here, it says it's been 40 years since Laurie Strode survived a vicious attack from crazed killer Michael Myers on Halloween night. She now faces a terrifying showdown when Michael returns to Haddonfield, Illinois. But this time, Laurie is ready for him. Boom. Now, I do want to make a video. I haven't made it yet, talking about the state of Jason and will we see more Jason figures. I have not received my Roy yet because I haven't ordered him. I'm probably going to try to find him. I'll be in Atlanta tomorrow because I do want that figure really badly. He's one of my favorite looks for Jason. But, as far as that goes, we don't know a lot yet about what's going on with that court case. But we do know that NECA has had a cease and desist put on that license. I will be talking about that at a later date. I'm just trying to find out more information before I really get into speaking on it. That kind of sucks because I really feel like NECA blew it a little bit because there were some opportunities to come out and refresh a lot of the figures in the Jason line. They didn't do it because they were trying to hold out to build hype and, frankly leverage more money from us because they came out with like 13 different Part 3 and Part 4 Jasons when they could have been making Part 7 and 8 and 9, you know, and so forth and so on. They didn't do it, and now they're having licensing issues, and that kind of sucks. But the good news is that they do have access and license for Season of the Witch, which is Halloween Part 3. They have it for Part 2. I've got that figure coming in the mail. I pre-ordered it as well. It should be here Monday. That's the 7-inch figure. They should also have license. Obviously, they got them for this. Hopefully, they will go ahead and get the license for the 78 Myers so we can get a proper version of him. I would love to get another one because they've had the license before, so hopefully they can get it again. Taking this guy out of the box, I'm really stoked about the articulation because that's going to be a big deal. Just shaking him out. Shake him out. Just want to kind of show him to you. I do have a set of dikes here, so I can go ahead and cut him out. Told you guys I came prepared this time. I was like, dang, did they do one around his neck? They actually did something else around his head, another little kind of thing to keep him in. And I'm just trying to be real careful so I don't nick my paint, because that would be bad if I don't want to have to touch him up. Alright, I think he can come out. Boom. There's Michael. And he looks amazing. In the back of this background, just to show you guys real quick, you can see it, that's like the doorway he's standing in, so that's kind of cool. And you can see he's got multiple hands. He's got a holding. I'm going to go and pull these out so I can show them to you. Rather than tell you. From a hand perspective, a lot of people so I like this grabbing hand. I think that's really cool. Nice blood detail on it. I think that looks really good. And hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure how well that's coming across. Let me switch to manual so I can sort that out. Hold on, guys. There we go. So there you go with that. That hand looks really good, I think. And it's got nice blood detail on it, which I think is also really good. So, and it's a big hand, so because it's a quarter scale figure, so I think that's going to look really good. We also have the blown off fingers hand, which I think is really detailed and looks really good when Lori shot him with the shotgun when he was behind the door. So I think that's a really cool looking hand as well. A lot of people like to display him with this blown off hand. And then you have the gripping hand. This is, of course, for the hammer. So make sure I'm super in focus. That's for the hammer. So it's got a nice grip. Nice detail. They did a good job on the sculpt work for these hands. Really quality stuff. Really like that. Anybody say anything?
I think this is Lazaro Hernandez. He said, "What's up? I was just thinking of you that you haven't shared anything. Glad you're back from Denver, Colorado."
What up? What up from Denver? From Columbus to Denver. I need to come up to Denver because I'm sure it's cooler there than it is here right now. It is smoking hot outside, even at night. This is a cool piece because I don't have my phone. Oh, you're using my phone. I was going to say, I'll show you guys. This is a really cool piece. This is that jack-o'-lantern head from that police officer, which they killed, and it looks really cool. I really think this looks really good. Remember, it had the light in it going up, and you can see that you have the option to do that. I don't know how well you guys can see my finger bobbing in there, but this looks really good. The hair sculpt looks really good. So this would be cool to sit out with him and pose. Stick a little LED in there. I think that looked really awesome, and I think a lot of people would dig that. So that's a cool accessory as well. Let's get to the naughty bits, which are the hammer and the butcher knife. I'm actually going to watch this movie tonight. I was wanting to watch it the other night. How often do I watch this movie? Do I watch it a lot? If you had to say.
Halloween period, yes.
I was watching the Halloween trilogy, or I guess all 8 movies, however many they are. I started watching it the other night. I was getting hyped. Man, they got these weapons packed in here
He
tight.
said you're probably right. It's going to be in the 60s next week.
Oh my God, the 60s. It's like 90 freaking 8 here.
No,
It's
more
like
like 100.
smoking. It was like 107 in my car today. Here's the butcher knife, which also looks freaking brilliant. This butcher knife is great. So, and it's nice and pointy, sharp. Looks good. I like the blood. It looks really good. I like this a lot. I think it's a really solid piece. And then hammer time, and it's got a little blood on it too. It's like, what was that? So that's pretty cool as well. I like that as well. This hammer's pretty cool.
Alfredo.
Let's see.
What's up, bro?
What up? What up? What's up? All right, let's get a close-up look at Michael real quick before I do anything. And I want to do this because I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. Let me do it a couple different ways. So let me go ahead and zoom in, and hopefully my focus doesn't go too bad. But I want to give you guys an up close. Now, I'll tell you why I like these quarter scale figures so much. I like them so much because I feel like they give the studio or whoever's creating it the opportunity to really get it right in terms of the dimensions and the way the mask is supposed to look. I mean, I want to go in a little bit more so you can really see Michael there. But I just think that looks really, really solid. And I think that looks really good. But as we pull out just a bit and pan down,
Alfredo said, are you going to compare it to the 7-inch one?
I got a surprise for you. Stay tuned. I'm going to compare it to a couple things. So here's, just looks really good. And I think he looks really good top to bottom here. And I think he's a pretty solid piece overall. And I think that you'd be happy having him in your collection if you have a place for figures this big. Let's go ahead and do a profile shot of Michael. Just so you can see what he looks like with a profile. He's got that collar popped as he should, which is amazing. I feel like he's got a little bit of an old man syndrome right now. He's kind of tilted forward, don't you think? Mm-hmm. I like him standing up more, less lurch. Like that. That's how I like Michael to stand. Like, he's still a little lurched, but like he's finna do some work. So here's just a side profile shot of Michael. Got a little bit of Michael Myers action in the background back there as well. There's a side profile. And you can kind of get a little bit more what's going on. So he does have knee articulation, some ankle articulation. The boots look freaking stellar. Really like those a lot. So overall, I think this...
He said he think you're the first one to review it.
Figure is dope. Yeah, so really cool. Yeah, man, Neca was looking out for me. I was shocked. I wasn't supposed to get this till Monday. And they were like, here you go. We like what you're doing, even though we won't give you a shout out when you keep spamming us on Instagram. Alright, so check this out. I don't want to fall backwards. I like the mattedness of the hair as well, and I'm going to move out of your way. Now, on the old figures, they used to come with like a sound gimmick. These do not, unfortunately, and I did like that. A lot of people don't, but I liked it a lot. There's that hair, and it's nice and matted. Looks like it's gone through some things. Collar popped again. I like the way the back looks. If I can find a quarter scale Jason mask, I'm going to make a Roy figure that's this big. I'll buy another one of these and make a Roy. Because they're never going to make that figure in quarter scale, I guarantee you. But, overall, this looks good. He's got his mechanic suit on, and he's ready to do some work. So, overall, I mean, I think this is a really solid release, you guys. If you're a Michael Myers fan, I mean, you got to pick this guy up. I mean, it's really a no-brainer. Let's go ahead and give him his signature weapon. Let's go through articulation before I do that. So he does have wrist articulation, swivel. He does have some elbow articulation. Arm can go out, not exactly 90, but it can go out, enough. He can look up. He can look down. He can have that sideways tilt like we want Michael to have. Let's go ahead and give him what he needs. Hands are really good too to put stuff in, which I really like. So I really like how his hand sits. He's got his open hand. Let's look at the ankles. Ankles, really not a lot of articulation because of the way the material is draped, but he does have a bend, not quite straight, but you know, it's cool. He's ratcheted here, so that's cool. Got nice ratcheting there. It's got like that soft plastic material for the upper part of the suit, and I think he looks freaking epic. What do you think? He does have a t-shirt on, so I think he looks really good. I just got to get him to stand up a little bit better than he was because I don't like him looking. I don't know how I'm going to pose him. Maybe like that because I'm going to have him up high. I keep these in my room. Maybe one day I'll give y'all a tour of where I keep these figures. But I keep them so they can stare at my wife while she's asleep. all of my horror figures. Who else is in there? Freddy, you name it. So this, I think this looks really good. You guys let me know what you think. He does again have those other hands. We could swap that out for the hammer if you wanted to. But of course, it's Michael Myers. We're gonna keep him with the butcher knife. And you know, I just think that's how you got to roll with Mike. All right. Oh Jesus, what did I just knock over? All right, let's go to comparison number 1. Y'all asked for it, and here he is, Mini Mike. So we're gonna put them side by side just to show you what they look like, just so you can get an idea about the Michael Myers brothers. And that's the difference between a quarter scale and like I don't even know what scale that is. 1/10, 1/12, 7-inch figure, and a much larger figure. So there's the difference between what Michael looks like. And I think the detail is pretty good in this little dude, if you want me to be honest with you. For what he is, I think he's got good detailing. I got this one holding the hammer. But I don't like that one of his legs is wonky, and I'm happy to report that both legs on the quarter scale Michael are solid, and I think that they're in really solid shape. I love the way that mask looks. It's just so dang haunting. I mean, it's like the shape, man. You don't know what's going on with him at any given moment. Mm, mm, mm. What an awesome figure. All right, let's get little Mike out of the way and let's bring in somebody that's a little bit more formidable. Cue the music. The holy grail of Michael Myers, in my opinion, which is the original Neca release, Michael Myers. This thing cost a freaking fortune when I bought it, but I love it. It's pretty much a statue, and at this size, you know, it is what it is. They're roughly the same height, being honest, but that new one's a little bit taller. Maybe about an inch. In fact, when you're looking at it from back here, it looked closer when I was looking above. But they're making the figures bigger now, so it's just kind of one of those is what it is things. But I think they're going to look great on the shelf standing side by side. Now I just need Neca to come through with the Rob Zombie version of Michael Myers. Like I got back there on the shelf. You can't see him because Big Mike's in the way. But I think these guys look really good together on the shelf. And, you know, it's just kind of a face-off of both Mikes. You know, there's always going to be people that say, what's the difference between the overalls, coveralls, and it just really depends on your, you know, what you like. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to run and grab Jason because I want to show him as a comparison too. Hold on 1 second. Jason stuck so much, the bottom of his foot came off the sole. I'm just gonna glue it back in a second. I think it actually snaps in. All right, guys. So real quick, I do want to show you another Challenger. This is my Jason that had the broken leg, but as you can see, I fixed it. He's standing, but his leg broke up at the socket right there. But I mean, they stand pretty close. If I move Mike out of the way, let me just move Mike so he doesn't fall and get damaged. Jason's got a bad shoe. his shoe is broken. I'm gonna fix it after this video. But just kind of to give you guys an idea, Jason's a little bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Jason's just a little bit bigger here, but I think they match up better in this scale. Both are pretty sinister looking, and Jason's standing a little bit more gap leg than Michael too. He's actually a little bit taller, so I think that looks pretty cool. So just wanted to share that with you guys. This guy, I think with shipping and everything, ran me like $130. I think is what he cost, shipped, and I think that's worth it. If you want my honest opinion, I think that's a solid figure for $130. I think everything about this figure looks pretty outstanding. I just want the original now even better, the 78 Michael, because if they can do this good with the remake, I know they can nail that 78, because the one that I have, you know, this is a great figure too. I really like it. I never got the McFarlane version, but I did get this one. And again, it's got that gimmick in the back where if you switch the switch, it'll play the song. And so that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is cool. Really like this a lot. I really like this Michael a lot. I definitely recommend that you get him if you are in the market, because he is definitely worth it. He's still for pre-order in a lot of places. Neca had him at their store or on eBay, Amazon. So I pre-ordered him through Amazon, and so that's how I was able to get him. But I definitely recommend that you guys go for it if you're a Michael Myers fan. So that's all for this video, you guys. I got a lot more stuff to show you. I've been doing a whole lot of shopping. I got some Transformers over there. I got all kind of stuff. So I got things that I do want to talk about, but we'll just save all that stuff for a later video. You guys take care. Have a great weekend, and happy hunting. Bye.